Morning, everybody. Welcome to our Therapist Talks with Karen Browne. And Karen, delighted to have you here. Thank you for being here this morning. So Karen is a bioenergy therapist in the beautiful Westport in County Mayo in the west of Ireland. Karen's business name is Karen Browne Bioenergy Therapist. So I'll pop the links below for Karen's business later on for her social media and her Facebook and her Instagram pages as well. So we're delighted to have you here. Thanks for joining us, Karen. So these therapist talks are really about us connecting from the Bioenergy Academy, connecting with people who have trained, or students or graduates who have trained in bioenergy therapy, or the Dawson program, or Theta Healing, where they talk about their experience training in the program, their work in the program, how they found, settling into having this as a way of life in their life as well. So Karen, I'll hand over to you now in a moment as well. So Helen O'Flynn is my name, and I'm the Managing Director with the Bioenergy Academy of Dublin. And I absolutely love doing these therapist talks as well, just to get an insight into the background from our students and graduates as to, what took you onto this path, how you ended up here. So Karen, welcome. Good morning. I'm going to hand over to you if that's okay, just to do your own introduction for yourself.
Good morning, Helen, and thanks very much for having me. My name is Karen Browne, and I'm a bioenergy therapist based in Westport, County Mayo. I work with adults and adolescents in person and remotely. And I work remotely as well around the world. And
Amazing. So the reach is far for all therapists. The reach is far with this work as well, which is brilliant. You're very, very accessible. Okay, can you tell us a bit about your background and anything that you're happy to share, and what led you to bioenergy? What brought this onto your path really as well, if you're happy to share that?
Okay. Well, I grew up in Westport, and when I left school, I went to England and did nursing, and I worked in a burns unit for many years, which I absolutely loved. And then I returned to Ireland over 30 years ago now, and I got involved in tourism for 30 years. And for various reasons, it was a family business, and for various reasons, the business closed. And at that time, it was about 2018. It was a very difficult time, a very stressful time. And my dad had also passed previously, a couple of years before. So there was a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. And when I came out of the business, I was thinking, okay, now, what direction I'm going to move in. I'd always had this feeling, always during the 30 years of tourism as well, that there's something else I need. There was something else that I always wanted to do, as in work more closely with people and helping people. But I wasn't sure exactly what it was to be. So when I came out of tourism, I began to think, okay, what is it I want to do? I kept having this pull, but I didn't know what it was. I'd always had a feeling of wanting to do massage. That was always in the background. So I did a year of massage course, which I really, really enjoyed. And then my partner and myself and some friends went off to India for a month, which was a turning point for sure for me in my life. I just needed that time out away. And when I was in India, just this day I went off for a walk, and I remember just going into the woods on my own and just standing for a few minutes, and I just felt this incredible peace within myself, and that I'd never felt before. And after that day, I just knew I needed to find this peace in my life a lot more, if not permanently. And so it was a turning point, definitely that trip to India. When I came back, I was still searching for something else. I didn't know what I wanted, and I saw your ad, Helen, on Facebook. It kept coming up a lot during the week, so it just kept coming up to me. So I felt interested in it, and as you know, I contacted you and met with you, and found it fascinating on our first meeting when you were explaining about it. It was I thought it was amazing, and I'd always been aware of energy, as in quite in tune with people or energy of places. I'd always felt that connection or feeling. But I found it fascinating, our first meeting. And then when I stepped away, I was, as you know, I was pulled in and out a little bit in the beginning, because it was different. It was going into the energy work, and it was something very different. So I was pulled in and out a little bit in the beginning, and then once I got in, and I remember having a very powerful dream at the time, which was saying, "This is you need to do this." So obviously that was helping me, that was guiding me as well. And so then started the course. As you know, I missed the first weekend because I still was being a little bit pulled in and out. And then when I got into it, loved it, every minute of it, just really. And it was all online. I'd never worked online before. I imagine working in person with the person, but I really enjoyed it. And working online, I thought it was amazing. I just loved the whole course and got straight into it and felt myself sort of beginning to change during the course even. And it was during COVID time, so it was a very different time, and very peaceful, and a good time actually to do the course. Really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a funny time. Like, I know we've talked about this before, because COVID, the first lockdown had just started the day after we met, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so it was, we had been training in person obviously before that, and everything just moved to online just like that. And so you guys were the pioneers in that.
And
With
it
us.
went great. It was great.
It did. It was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah, and you can see, I think, even from the very first day, even working online, because we all work remotely, obviously, with our clients as well. You can see that, well, everything is energy, and that's the basis we're coming from with this work, and that you can still feel it, you can still experience it in the exact same way, whether you're receiving it remotely, working remotely as you do in person. It's amazing. It's really amazing. And I suppose you have set up an amazing business now in the west of Ireland, in the beautiful Westport, as I always call it, because it is, where you live is absolutely beautiful. It's stunning, the scenery around you, the nature around you. So you've set up your wonderful business. So can you talk about how you decided you wanted to actually work in it, and how you went about setting the business up and how that side of things was for you?
Um, I decided I want to work on it. I knew very early on in the course when I was doing it online that, yeah, this is it. This is definitely it. And I know it was during COVID times, but I was very lucky because my partner, my family, my friends were great guinea pigs. And because I could work with them in person as well, I just carried on working with who I could in person. And then I'd worked a lot remotely. And I just knew very quickly, this is it. I was beginning to feel changes within myself. And it was lovely to be able to work with friends and family. And I just knew it very early on that I'm on the right journey. And so I worked from home during COVID and a lot remotely. And then I decided to build a workroom, which I'm in, sitting here at the moment. And it just happened at such a speed. It was like I was taken on this journey. It just happened at such a speed around me. I didn't doubt for 1 minute that this was the wrong journey for me. I knew this is it. So it happened within 6 months that the room was built, and I was just on this journey and loved it, and felt and feel so passionate about it. I know and I believe in it, and I suppose I feel the benefits myself, so I want to share that with other people. And yeah, so
Yeah.
here I am. That just I have to
And
say, yeah, 4.5 years later, it's amazing, but I love it.
you've created it all. It's just beautiful. And I've been in your wonderful space that you've created, and your therapy room has a beautiful energy. So anyone who ends up being treated by Karen gets very lucky being in that space. It's just beautiful what you've created as well. So your marketing presence is fantastic. So how have you decided about how you advertise yourself, market yourself, where you advertise yourself to? How does that work for you?
Well, that's, I suppose, from the beginning, that took a bit of time because I had to, for me personally, I suppose it was, I had to change my identity because I'd been sort of in tourism for 30 years. That's what people knew me as. And so I had to get out there and start again, basically, advertising myself. And a lot of it in the beginning during COVID times was through word of mouth remotely. I worked a lot remotely, and thanks to friends and family there again, I got remote work, worked, in person. It was I got my business card done, and I used Kilpatrick, and I always loved that mountain. And all my life, if I had a bad day, I used to get up and look at that mountain, and it would just give me the strength to keep going. So I thought that Kilpatrick has to be in my logo, and that's why it is in my logo. And then I put my card out there, advertised on Facebook, word of mouth, and it's just been building since then. And I never for 1 minute just feel I'm here and everyone knows that I'm here. I never feel that. Every single day I'm thinking, I want to reach people. I want to help people. I want them to know how great this work is and how amazing you can feel and what it does to you. So every day I'm sort of feeling and thinking, how am I going to get this out? I keep pushing Facebook anywhere I am. If I'm out anywhere, it could be Galway, anywhere in Mayo, further field, I leave my cards wherever I can possibly leave them. And it's just constant. I just feel I can't just sit back and think, everyone knows you're here. It's like anything. People are very busy in their lives and they've got their own stuff on. So we have to keep reminding people, I have to keep reminding people I'm here.
Yeah.
It's important.
And I suppose there's one thing, it has struck me here. It's because you were in this recently as well. I'm thinking of, and I'm actually the first page I've opened is we have Karen down here and her lovely ad with the beautiful Kilpatrick as well, which is fabulous. My mother's obviously from very close to where you live as well in Lewisburg, and I love looking at that mountain as well. And it looks different every single time you look at it. It looks different.
Yeah, the
It's
mood
beautiful.
all the time. Yeah.
So I suppose coming back to the heart side of it as well, just to go through that a little bit more. So, what really drives you to continue doing this work, and where does that passion come from? Because I think you talked about where it came from in the beginning, but for now, and you've talked about obviously helping people as well, but for now, where does that passion and drive come from for you
That
to
passion,
continue doing this work?
it's I suppose it's a passion that it's from my heart. It's like I love working with my clients, and they bring me so much. They're just such a huge gift to me, and I just love working with them. But it's I believe in it myself, and I really, with the bioenergy itself, it's just, I suppose we all, everything's energy. We all are energy, and we have this electromagnetic field around us, our aura, and we take in, stress, anxiety, fear, grief, whatever we take in gets into our energy fields, and then it just bleeds into our bodies. And when the blocks are there, this is what causes our pain, our anxiety, our lack of focus, energy drops, our immune drops. It's just got such a huge effect on our bodies. And and then it just causes a lot of problems within our body. And what I've learned, and this is behind my passion, I know myself, it's helped me feel very, very different within myself. It's like you can feel, I feel in life, we can get lost, and we can get we're on this roller coaster of life within our just lives, work, family, whatever it is. And sometimes we don't just get off this roller coaster, and it's really important we just get off and focus on ourselves with our, with to help ourselves feel better. And yes, it takes work. It's a good work though. We can't just sort of, with bioenergy, it's not about just coming and getting a treatment and off I go and I just go back into my 80 hours a week and keep, you've got to do the work too. You've got to do the exercise, the breathing, the tools which we give you in bioenergy. But it's about, if you want to make that change, you have to put in the work, but it's worth it. And I have really, since I've been doing bioenergy, I've really put a lot of work in, and you know, with meditating, with breathing, with walking, with taking time out, with saying no to things that I wouldn't have said no to before, and it's really important as well. And I just feel, because I've sort of done the work and I'm still doing the work, it's ongoing, but I know that change can happen, and this is what I'm passionate about because I feel it myself, and I just want to be able to bring this to my clients and help them feel good. And you know, I just think from working with clients, we all get lost in life. We get what's the word? We're there for everyone else, and we're there constantly for whether it's work, family, we're you know, giving, and we just forget to give to ourselves, and we just lose ourselves. And I think that's one of the biggest things with bioenergy too. I think for me, I've just found myself a lot, and feel this is much more me. I know this is the journey I'm meant to be on, and that's where my passion comes from, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know, I really believe in it.
It's wonderful to find that place in life that we feel is connected to our heart,
Yeah.
and to find the peace that comes
Yeah.
with that in our lives as well.
It is that, Helen, that just what you said there, and that's what I mentioned earlier on. It's that peace. I think, I know for me, I never had that peace within myself that I've found since I've done bioenergy. And it takes work, and it's taken sort of the years I've been doing it, but it's a peace that internal world, you know, we feel a lot, and I would have felt a lot. I get everything from the outside world. If I want to feel good, I, you know, do this, make this person good. Nature obviously is amazing, but I've learned to sit with myself, and I found so much peace within myself. And this is, we forget it. We forget we have a lot of the healing within ourselves, don't we? We do.
Yeah.
Where the healing is.
Yeah. We have our own answers. It's just
Yeah.
accessing it, knowing how to access it.
Yeah.
And that's part of this work, is helping people to access that. We have the tools, we have the structures, we know how to help people to access that. It's amazing. Yeah. And when you work, the clients that you're working with, Karen, you know, anything that you'd like to share around successes that you've had with clients, or, you know, areas that you feel are of bioenergy is bringing really great benefit to people, or particular things that you've been working with, anything like that you can think of to share.
I think one of the main things I work with, like I was mentioning a few minutes ago, is a lot of people. I work with a lot of men and women, but a lot of women my own age, I suppose, and but every age. But a lot of people come in, and they are really, like I said a few minutes ago, they've lost themselves. An awful lot of people have lost themselves in life, and they're just there for everyone else, and don't really realize it. But they've forgotten themselves. They've got a partner, they've got a family, they've got work. Life happens, and they've lost themselves. So I work with a lot of people that come in with anxiety because they just don't know who they are anymore. And when they start doing the bioenergy, I do notice a difference, because once the blocks start to lift, I suppose there's a feeling of you know, that light feeling you feel, and you get more clarity, and you begin to, and as you know, we give them the tools to work with as well. And once they start putting themselves first in a lot of ways, you see big changes. And then there's other clients that come in with pain, you know, it could be breathing difficulties, with lots of anxiety. And it's you just see the results. It's lovely to see the results. It's lovely to see people come in, after the fourth session, and then they come back for maintenance, which is great, during the year. And it's lovely to see that change of that they're using the tools, they're making changes in their life, and they're feeling the benefit. And it's just amazing. It's just, I get so much out of, helping people like this and helping them realize it is energy. This is what it is, and so, yeah, I mean, there's lots of different, I suppose, cases that come in, and then also there's another thing I think that's really important. If I'm working with somebody and they come in and we're removing the blocks, and I feel they need to talk more, I would recommend psychotherapy. I'd give them the link, and I'd also, my partner works alongside me next door, but I'd also give the link. But I think it's really important to if I felt that, that's exactly what I do, because I think there is so much support out there, and I think it's about helping people to realize we don't have to do it on our own. We don't have to go through life just sorting it all out on our own. It's okay to get support, whatever it is. Just ask for the support.
Yeah, absolutely. There's always a helping hand nearby, and I think some of the stuff you're talking about there about, getting blocks and that type of thing, it's really getting to the root cause of issues, getting to the origins of issues to see why something might be out of balance in somebody's life, because there is a reason for everything, and it's navigating to what that reason is to help it to support the release of it, to bring balance back. I think bioenergy is very much about balance, isn't it, really? Just bringing balance, what's out of balance, and bringing it back into balance. And that's really the bottom line of it as well. So just with the business side of it, it might help other people who are thinking about, opening a business, going into this in business at some point in life as well. For you, were there any particular business challenges that you've had to navigate through? Was it all just ease, or any sort of challenges that you've had to navigate through, where you could give advice around that type of area?
Well, I suppose the first challenge for me was working remotely, because we were during COVID, and I was in the beginning. I mean, I really believed in energy, but I was thinking, okay, remotely, and then I was thrown into it, and I did it, and yeah, it was great. But I think there's always a challenge, I think, in anything you do, but you've just not to give up and just keep pushing yourself out there. And I would really recommend getting a business card done. I think it's really important, because you can meet people out there. Just have them on you. Just always have your business cards near you. Push yourself hard on Facebook, Instagram. Obviously, word of mouth. There's nothing. It's hard to beat word of mouth if you work with somebody and they have a good experience and it goes out there. That's really important. But don't hold back. It's really important to just keep pushing yourself. Don't sit back and think, oh, everyone will know that I'm here, because that's not the case. And it's really about, if you're passionate about it, believing in yourself, and then it's an energy thing. Once you believe in yourself and you put it out to the universe, it's out there. It happens 100%. It's my experience anyway. But everything's a challenge, I think. But it's a good challenge. If you want to be passionate about it, it happens. That's what I believe.
Yeah, amazing. You've talked around how bioenergy, how training in bioenergy therapy has influenced you with regards to your own well-being or self-care. Is there anything else that you'd like to share in that area? I know you've given us a good bit of insight into it already. Is there anything else that you'd like to share in that area? That's realm of things
that I got from bioenergy myself.
Yeah, just what it's brought into your personal experience, I suppose. Yeah.
I suppose the way I can put it is I've definitely looked inward more. I'm definitely more at peace with myself. I would have suffered migraines all my life. Well, probably 30 years anyway. I've had really bad migraines, and I probably would have ended up getting them weekly, if not every 2 weeks. And I would have had bowel problems. And this, I haven't had a migraine now for 3 years.
Right.
And they've gone, they've left, and my system is working really well. I mean, I had support. I worked with Dreams for years, as you know, Helen, and
Kathleen Duffy, she's amazing. She did a workshop for the
yeah,
Bioenergy Therapist Association there during the week, and she's amazing, absolutely amazing. Yeah.
and I worked for a long time with her, and basically I found myself a lot through Dreams because it's working with the soul. And then I worked with somebody else called Annie O'Neill, Art of Health. You might know her. But there again, it's about getting support, and I feel I got the support. And then along came bioenergy, which totally added another whole layer. I mean, it's completely changed my life. I know I'm in a different person, but the migraines, my bowels, I just felt a constant tiredness all the time, and I don't feel like that anymore. I have a lot of energy, and I have a lot of, obviously I have to work at keeping it there, and I receive swap sessions, and I've had sessions with you, Helen, and I mean, I know when I have a session, I can feel it remotely. I work with you and with colleagues, but I can feel everything when it's happening, and I feel so good afterwards every time, and it's self-care. So yeah, they'd be my biggest things, especially the migraine. I mean, it's gone.
Yeah, amazing.
So
And it's you've done that work yourself, because it's when we do the work, even when a therapist is working with us,
yeah,
we're allowing the release. Our system is allowing, their subconscious is allowing the release to happen, So you've done that work, you've allowed that release to come through. So it's amazing, Yeah. So what's the dream? So what's next for you, for your business, for your bioenergy? What's the dream? Where do you want to go? Is it continue with more as is? Is it bring more in? Where are things going for you? Where's your mind at? And your heart? Where's your heart at?
heart and mind. I suppose, Helen, I want to get a word of mouth out there. I want more people to know about bioenergy. So for me, I want to just expand my business, but it's more about, I just want to help more people. I want to put word out there. I want to advertise more. I want to, and hopefully over the next, period, I might do the Dawson technique and maybe other things, to bring in. But in relation to the bioenergy, I just want to really make people aware that how it works and how it can change your life. I think that's really important to me, and I'm just very passionate about it, and I just want to, because I feel so well from working with bioenergy and having bioenergy, I just want to share this with so many people locally around Ireland and around the world, because obviously we can work remotely, which is amazing. And so that's what I feel at the moment.
Spread the word.
Spread the
Spread
word.
the word, spread the message, spread the love, spread the bioenergy.
Never sit back and think, yeah, you know what, everyone knows about it, because no,
Yeah, there's the energy side of it and being open, to working with the energy in the universe and that side of things. But we're having a human experience. We need to take action. We also need to take action. So yeah. Karen, it's been absolutely wonderful to share this time with you, and thank you for taking the time to talk to me about this and to get your message out there and to let people know what you're doing. So it's Karen Browne, bioenergy therapist in the beautiful Westport in County Mayo in the west of Ireland. And Karen works in person and remotely as well. So I'll drop the links below for Karen's Facebook and Instagram that you can connect in with Karen, and contact details as well. You can connect in with Karen if you'd like to book a session, have a chat with her, and talk through what bioenergy could do for you. So Karen, any last things that you'd like to add in?
I just like to say to you, Helen, I told you that the course is amazing. For anybody that's interested in doing the course, I really highly recommend it with the course. But also, Helen, you've been such a huge support, and you're always there. You know what I mean? If there's something I'm sort of querying or questioning, and you're always there for everyone, and I know that. And that's huge, though, when you do a course, because sometimes you can do a course and that's it. You're out on your own. And I know myself, and I'm sure my other colleagues feel the same, that there's always the support there from you, and that's huge. So if anybody's doing the course, I'd really recommend it 100%.
Thanks, Karen. Thank you. Well, it's a community. We've created a community together, you know, and it's a
Yeah.
very supportive community, obviously, for all the graduates that are, you know, in the group together. They, you know, stay connected, share healing. I love to see that, you know, requests for healing coming in, and you know, it's shared across the wider group for everybody as well. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So I'm very grateful to everyone who is part of that community, you know, and trusts us to take you and just take you through this journey of bioenergy and bring it into your lives as well, you know. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you. And thanks so much for having me today. Thank you.
I'm delighted to have you. So guys, just connect with Karen, you know, follow her on Facebook and Instagram as well. See the work that she's doing, the beautiful pictures that she posts of Patrick as well. You know, it's fabulous. And great to have you here, and really looking forward to hearing about your time ahead, Karen, and all next chapters. So thanks so much, everybody. Thanks,
Thank you.
Lillian. Thank you.